Welcome to all. So today we are going to discuss the topics Evolution of Education Technology Part 1. Books and journals have found their way to the desktops of students and research scholars. Thanks to the invention of electronic resources, easy, quick and anytime access to books and journals have made an effective learning. E-resources serve as a platform for random access to multiple users at the same time and save plenty of time. So the contents of these topics: introduction, e-learning, web-based learning, online learning, e-learning benefits, delivery methods of e-learning, truth of e-learning, teachers' obligation, building an e-learning culture, traditional and e-learning approach, and instructor-led training. What is e-learning? E-learning has developed very fast due to internet. The internet and the World Wide Web has provided us with easy access to information and knowledge. It's a technology which supports teaching and learning using a computer and computer web technology. It bridges the gap between a teacher and a student in different ways. The computer-based instruction has progressed from usage of CD-ROM to the internet, then to the web-based instruction, that is World Wide Web. E-learning in an online multimedia learning environment. Teaching and learning is one-to-one, that is individual. More interactivity in normal classroom, it varies with the size of the class. Learner-centered, that means in a true learner-centered environment, the learner is the beginning and end point of the learning process, and the learner's needs are the focuses of the program. Tools are available as the learner's needs. The instructor adjusts to the student. The quality of instruction is measured against standards. The student is an active partner in the learning process. The course is continually renewed through feedback from learners. And next, learner monitoring. Learners learn to assess their own progress, helping learners to identify the progress they have made, to understand what they have achieved and what they need to do next to make the progress towards their goals and qualification. And then finally, grading system. In a grading system, learners are placed in ability bands that represents a range of scores. It reflects on individual learners' performance in the form of certain level of achievement in relation to the whole group of learners. E-learning, it is mostly associated with activities involved computers and interactive networks simultaneously. The computer does not need to be the central element of the activity or provide learning content. However, the computer and the network must hold a significant involvement in the learning activity. Web-based learning, it is associated with the learning materials delivered in a web browser, including when the materials are packaged on CD-ROM or other media disk. Online learning, it's associated with content readily accessible on the computer. The content may be on the web or the internet, or simply installed on a CD-ROM or on the computer hard disk. What is e-learning? The letter E in e-learning stands for the word electronic. So e-learning pioneer Bernard Luskin in 2001 explained E, the term or the word used in e-learning, as exciting, energetic, enthusiastic, emotional, extended, and educational. So e-learning is an internet-based or enabled learning. It's a storehouse of education, information, communication, training, knowledge, and performance management. The benefits: convenient, self-service, mix and match on demand, anytime, anywhere, private learning, self-paced, flexibility, that is modular package, media rich, easier to understand and more engaging, repeatable, as many times as you like or as many times as you want, easier to monitor the progress, less administrative work, can be more precise, consistent, central control of content, same quality of content for all, and same quality education for all. There are many delivery methods for e-learning. So few are explained over here. The first one is synchronous learning. Within synchronous learning, learning and teaching takes place in real time, that is at the same time, while the trainer and learners are physically separated from each other, that is place shift. Examples include listening to a live radio broadcast, watching live a television broadcast, audio or video conferencing, internet telephony, online lectures, two-way live satellite broadcast, etc. Second one, asynchronous learning. The characteristics for asynchronous learning is the fact that the trainer prepares the courseware material before the course takes place. The learner is free to decide when he wants to study the courseware. Examples like self-paced courses taken via internet or CD-ROM, videotaped classes, stored audio or video web presentations or seminars, recorded audio tapes, question and answer mentoring, reading email messages, etc. The other delivery methods of e-learning is like instructor-led group, self-study with a subject expert, web-based blog, wikis, forums, etc. Computer-based like CD-ROMs, and video and audio streaming. The truth of e-learning, as we already know, or as we all know, internet has started reshaping education. Education will not be the same in the next decade. There is no going back. The traditional classroom has to be transformed. Many formal universities, colleges may not have much attraction by the end of this decade. The teacher's obligation, they need to, or they will use all the available technology. They will incorporate all technology as well as new technology. They encourage collaborative learning and lay foundation for a lifelong learning. Building an e-learning culture. So we can tell that it's a cooperative activity for teachers. Develop knowledge and skills, understand learning and its needs, facilitate learning, create learning opportunities. From the administrator side, they need to create learning environments, provide ICT infrastructure and resources for lifelong learning. For the learner, they are self-directed, self-motivated, self-regulating and lifelong learners or lifelong learning. Let us discuss the traditional and e-learning approach. The traditional classroom, physical with limited size and synchronous in nature, whereas that of e-learning, unlimited and anytime, anywhere. The content may be prepared in PowerPoint, transparency, textbooks, library, video collaboration, etc. in e-learning, multimedia, simulation, digital library, on-demand, synchronous and asynchronous communication, personalization on one learning path. Whereas that of in e-learning, the learning path and pace determines by the learners. Instructor-led training. It is generally termed as a traditional classroom training where the teacher teaches a classroom full of students. But the problem of these trainings are one, distance. Bringing together the students under one roof requires time and money, audience size and response time. Same planning is required for smaller and larger group of students in planning, infrastructure and instructors. Of the job time, working people face difficulty in finding a replacement for their jobs. That's all in part 1. Thanks for listening. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for continuous support. If you are having any queries, please mail to me to the mail ID given here in the slide, or you can either call me or WhatsApp to my number that is being provided over here. Thank you once again.